Okay, I said Thursday last time, but it was only Tuesday. It was Tuesday the 15th. Now we are on Wednesday the 16th. So we're back to lower body. We have two parts. We have 4, 5, or 6 rounds of elevated bridges, squat with alternating step back, kneel to squat, out and in jump squats, and then scissor kicks is our part 2, 4 reps. So hopefully none of these are too bad for me. Elevated bridges. Squat with alternating step back. My cats are really loud. Sometimes when they like jump on or off things, I think like someone's in the house. Okay. Squat, step, squat, step 2, squat, step 3, squat, step 4. Kneel to squat. This one might bother me a little bit, I'm not sure. Kneel, kneel, 1. And then switch sides. Out in jump squat. Out, in, jump, 1. Out, in, jump, 2. And scissor kicks 4 reps. So the way I count it is, usually I do both as one. So 1, 2, 3, okay? If you missed it, my other video, I did something to my toe. It had been hurting me previously anyway, and when I went to go show the hip dips and I went up on my toe like that and I put pressure, it like really hurt. So some of the things I'm doing funny, or I'm doing flat-footed or whatever, because it now hurts to go up on my toe, okay? So if you missed it, that's what happened, and that's why I may be doing some odd things. So elevated bridges is just bringing your legs off the ground. So we did one leg bridges, we did bridge to crunch, now we're doing elevated bridges. So I always put the arches of my foot on the edge of my height. So I don't try to put my feet way up. I want it to be, because that's where I'm like most stable. So again, about the middle of my foot is on the edge of the chair. And I'm just gonna do the same thing I always do. Squeeze my butt and put my hips toward the sky. 1, down, 2, 3. So the difference is you get a much larger range of motion when you're doing elevated, okay? If that bothers you for whatever reason, you can drop down to regular bridges. Squat with alternating step back. So this is a squat to another squat. It's just changing feet positioning, and I'll show you how to count it. So you're gonna do a regular squat, and then you're going to step back on one side to like a diagonal. So I'm gonna open up diagonally and squat, return, that's 1. So squat, open, 1. Squat, open other side, 2. Squat, open, 3. Squat, open other side, 4. So when I say open, I'm stepping diagonal back and I'm squatting. So it's almost putting me into a sumo squat type of position, okay? Because of the way I'm pivoting. So my feet are straight, I'm doing a normal squat, but when I rotate my body out like this, now I'm basically in a sort of sumo squat, okay? So 1 forward, 1 back is 1. Forward, back 2, forward, back 3, forward, back 4. Kneel to squat. So this one can hurt. You can use a chair next to you if you need to, but basically what you're doing is you're starting on your knees and you're picking a starting foot. So we're doing 8 per leg. So per right start, per left start. So I'm gonna step up into my squat, down, down, 1. up, up, down, down. Switch sides. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Okay, so normally I am on my toes. It was easier to do it with this starting leg. As you notice with this one, I was kind of plopping down because I was trying to avoid that spot. So if you need to, if you have issues, like some people I know that have knee or whatever issues, they just have a very slow time getting up, you can definitely hold on to something and just put your support on it so that'll help you a little bit. You can try putting padding under. That is sometimes hard because depending on how wide it is or the placement of it, you might end up moving it and shifting it because you're not always kneeling on it. So you kneel, but then you stand and then you kneel again. So it can be difficult to find like something that's gonna stay in place, that's gonna be enough, like I don't think a yoga mat, I mean, I guess that could be enough padding. I don't know, I don't care anymore. I literally have permanent dark marks on both of my knees from all the days that I used to go to a gym that had carpet, and I would always be so sweaty though that if I was like to be on a yoga mat, it would be slippery. So I would just do it on the carpet, and I literally have scars of, it just looks, it's just weird. But anyway, so I don't care. If you care, you can try to put padding. Out in jump squat. So you're going to, normally when we jump of any kind, we always have wide stance. This time we're going wide, narrow jump. Okay, so we're actually jumping with like our feet almost together. Okay, out, in, jump, 1, out, in, jump, 2. If you cannot do that, you can again look at the sub video in my resources video, or you can come up with another squat variation that you can do. Notice that the number of reps is dropping. So we start with 12 elevated bridges, 10 squat with step back, 8 kneel to squat, and we end with 6 of our jump squats. Part 2, scissor kicks, 60 to 120. So these, I always roll up and put my hands halfway underneath my butt to kind of support my back. So you're just gonna be doing big, long, alternating kicks, and your feet are never gonna touch the ground. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll notice that anytime you do an ab exercise that involves your legs, it's probably gonna hurt your legs before it hurts your abs. Or your hip flexors, which is like a little short band, I think, or area right here, where like your leg kind of connects to your torso. You'll find that that will start to get tight or hurt even before you feel it in your abs. I don't know why that always happens. That is just the way it happens to work. So if that for some reason is really bothering you, pick a different ab exercise, okay? So that is Wednesday the 16th.